Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is about 7 o'clock in the morning for me. I know that's not early for some people, but I'm just going to do a quick video before I go to work today. And so I'm going to just show you the products real quick to start with that I'm going to use so that I don't have to take that much time going through the video. I won't have to take that much time on each product. So I did pick up a new product at Walmart. Over the weekend. Never seen it before, never used it before. It's a new brand they just picked up, I guess. I don't know if it's exclusively Walmart or not, but here's what it is. The name is Lala Fox. Can you see that? Lala Fox. This is the Air Primer. This is the primer I'm going to be using. This is the Lala Fox Second Skin Foundation in Rosy Ivory. I don't know if that's my shade, but you can't swatch it at the drugstore because they're not opened where you can swap them. So, also, I did pick up one of their colorful coat tints, lipstick, lip something. You can't quite tell in the tube, you can't quite tell whether it's a lipstick or a lip, you know what I mean, liquid lip or what it is. So we're gonna find out with that. So those are the 3 new products that I have to try for you today, first impressions. Other than that, I'm just gonna use my normal everyday stuff that I use. For setting powder, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Prime and Stay Finishing Powder. You can see I have, seriously, I've hit pan in that one, and I use that one literally because that's what I have on hand. I'm going to use my Jeffree Star, just so y'all know. Jeffree, if you're listening, you are the queen. You're the queen of beauty and you're queen of makeup, and I absolutely adore you. And I love your products. I've only got one palette, unfortunately, and it's the Androgeny palette. One day I will have a lot more of your products when I have more cash. So today I'm going to be using this palette. I'm probably just going to be going in with the transition shade and then this color here, just for a quick easy look today to get me out the door. For my eye primer, I don't have an actual eye primer. I just use CoverGirl Shimmering Sands. I do use the lightest shade in here, which is a shimmery shade. I just put that all over my lid to kind of prime my eyes after concealer. And for concealer, we're going to use my favorite as of right now, which is the Tarte Shape Tape in Fair Beige. And then we're going to be going in for lashes. We're going to be using the Lash Paradise, the Luminous Lash Paradise by Loreal. And if I have time for liner today, I don't know if I will, but if I do, I'll be using the L'Oreal Lacquer Liner, Gel Liner in Blackest Black. And then, what else? Brows, because I have none. For brows, I will be going in with my Anastasia Brow Pomade in Taupe. And then at the end of it all, I will be setting it all with my Hard Candy Hydrating Primer Mist Setting Spray. Let's just go in. Okay guys, I'm just going in. I'm not going to talk too much through this video unless it's something I think you need to know or I need to explain, but I'm using the Lala Fox Air Primer at this moment. Not quite sure how much to use. It is quite thick, so I don't know. We're just gonna kind of go in with it. Feels really creamy. By the way, in case you all don't know, I haven't mentioned it yet, but this is my first video on YouTube, so I hope it turns out okay and that you guys like it and subscribe, because I want to do more videos. I want you guys to leave me your feedback. Give me your ideas. Let me know things you want me to try or any questions you have about the stuff that I'm using. Yeah, just comment down below and let me know, because just starting out, I mean, I don't have a lot of products on hand, and for the first little while I might just be creating products or creating different looks with product that I have on hand until I can kind of afford to pick up a few new products here and there. So, okay, our primer is on. It doesn't feel tacky. It actually feels quite smooth. I have a couple little breakouts this morning on my nose and not liking it. So it actually feels quite smooth on my skin, almost blurring. It doesn't necessarily say that's what it does. It just says it primes, or it preps and smooths skin texture. So, I mean, it's doing what it says. So now we're gonna go in with the Second Skin foundation. It actually comes in this cute little pump. You can see that? Let's see. My beauty sponge. I don't have a beauty blender. I have a beauty sponge from EcoTools that I absolutely love. This is very soft, and it's got the two slants, one on each side. It's just perfect for it just sets right on your face. I usually dab my foundation in with the bottom usually, and then I'll use the small slanted side for my concealer just because it kind of fits in there real easily. And then at the end, when I put my primer spray on, I like to pat it into my skin, so I'll use that bigger slanted side for that. Okay, so we're going in. It's pretty thick. This might be lighter than my skin tone. We're about to find out. Okay, we're just going for it. We're going in. Looks pretty light, y'all. Looks pretty light. Well, it's okay. We can always darken it up with, I mean, it kind of matches my neck a little bit. So, I mean, I guess that's not a bad thing. I do have a lot of discoloration in my face, so it's probably, my face looks a little darker than it probably should be without all that discoloration, so we're just gonna find out what it looks like once it's blended in. I like to go all over my eyelids. And if you'll, I'll show you this little slanted tip is really good for going in the sides of your nose. If you have troubles with the foundation not getting in the sides of your nose like that, that little part up there is real nice for fitting in there. So okay. I mean, it's not the fullest coverage. Let me see if doesn't say much on the, I should have kept the packaging. I think the packaging said something about it being buildable coverage. It didn't say whether it was a light coverage, I don't think, or medium coverage. So I'm just gonna go back in a couple of the areas where I feel like I need a little bit more coverage and see how that works out. Looks like it's evened out my skin tone and covered up all my redness quite well. My bags are still there, my under eye circles, they're a permanent fixture on my face, as you guys will learn. I have an illness called fibromyalgia. I don't know how many of you know what that is, but it's chronic pain and chronic fatigue syndrome, and a whole lot of other stuff added in. But the chronic fatigue, now this is the reason for the dark circles and the bags. I'm constantly tired. I apologize for that, but I am constantly tired. The thing is, even though I may actually be tired and exhausted, I don't want to look tired and exhausted all the time. So I like to make sure I get those covered up. So this is where I go in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. And I like to make sure I get enough to conceal, but not too much that I'm going to conceal my entire face. So just put them in the areas where I kind of want to conceal and brighten. So I'm going in with that small little slanted area. Now with the concealer, you don't want to move it around too much. You kind of just want to pat it into your skin where it's at. So it just stays there and brightens up that area, or conceals that area. Now I apologize, I do have a lazy eye, and it looks really funny when I look up and it doesn't go the direction it should. I noticed it the other day when I was trying to record, and I miserably failed on that first video. So I just wanted to let you all know in this video that I know you see it. I know you do. And I know it's weird and creepy, but it is what it is. I'm not some strange, goofy-eyed creature. from space or something. It's just me, just my weird lazy eye. Okay, so bags are still there, but that's a given. It did cover up the darkness. Kind of hard to tell on camera, but I can tell in my mirror. So and I'll be honest guys, I don't really know how to bake. Every time I try baking, I do nothing but exaggerate the lines under my eyes, and I don't know if I'm just using the wrong powder to bake with or if I'm just doing it wrong. I do it just like I see other people doing it, and I have read how to do it, and so I don't know that I'm doing it wrong. I just think I may be using the wrong product, the wrong baking powder. So we won't do that today. What I am doing is taking my e.l.f. Prime and Stay pressed powder. This is what I usually do on my eyelids to kind of prime, or not prime, but kind of set my concealer on my eyelids. And my under eye creases are hard to fill in and really get a concealer that doesn't crack and crease in there. So I'm going to, today I'm just kind of going to lightly go over with this e.l.f. Prime and Stay powder just to give it a little bit of a set. Not baking, just setting. Hoping that it won't go anywhere, hoping that it won't crease. And I like to do the same thing to the corners of my nose right there where it tends to get a little bit settled in my corners of my nose. And I will take that powder just in some areas that, the areas that I concealed and highlighted, or concealed and brightened. And then just kind of do the whole face with this e.l.f. Prime and Stay pressed powder, just to kind of set the face. This isn't the best powder in the world. I mean, I know there's something better out there. I just have not tried anything else yet. So if you guys have any suggestions on some good setting powder for the face, I know I have watched some of my favorite YouTubers, Jeffree Star and Loreal, use some really good powders, but right now those powders are a bit out of my price range. I should say quite a ways out of my price range. So we won't be using them anytime soon. I just used, like I say, I just used that e.l.f. this e.l.f. powder because I have it on hand. Not because it's anything special. It's not bad, but it's not anything special. Okay, today I'm going to do my eyeshadow before I do my eyebrows. So I am getting out my CoverGirl Shimmering Sands so that I can take that lightest shade. I'm going to use my Morphe eyeshadow brush. There's no number on it, or if there was, there isn't anymore. So I'm just going to take that and I'm going to pack it, not pack it, but I'm going to kind of just put it all over from my brow all the way down to my lash line. This is basically my eye primer right now. This works really well to create a really nice base for any shadow that I put on. Not usually this quiet in my house, y'all. And I have to add some background music to this video. My 2 teenage boys are still sleeping, so, but they're not usually the noisiest. I had my granddaughter over the weekend, and the 8-year-old twin stepsons, and they are crazy commotion going on non-stop when they're here. So I did try to film while they were here, and it was a disaster. So I figured, well, I best be trying again. I got some brushes that I did not clean out yesterday, and it makes me angry. Why would I not do that? Dumb. Let's see. We're gonna spray some Urban Decay Meltdown makeup remover on these brushes and get them cleaned up, because this stuff works really good for removing makeup pretty quickly. It's oil free and it works really well. Never thought anything would work at removing waterproof makeup as my Avon True Color Moisturizing Eye Makeup Remover. That used to be my favorite because nothing else would remove it. But this stuff is awesome. You can spray your entire face with it at the end of the day and let it set for just a few seconds, and it just like melts down your entire face, and all the makeup just kind of starts melting off your face, which is pretty cool. It's pretty cool to watch, and then it's easy to wipe off. So maybe one of these nights, the end of the night, when I'm taking off my makeup, I will use it and show you guys how well it works. But for now, we're moving on. Okay, so now I got my eyelids primed. I'm just gonna go in with a quick look today. So we're gonna go, like I said, I'm using the Jeffree Star palette, the Androgeny palette, and I'm gonna go in with Safe Word right here just as a transition shade. Hard to do this in a smaller. Don't get me wrong, the mirror on this palette is generously sized, but I'm used to using my big mirror over here. But when you're recording, I find it kind of hard to use that mirror. Matter of fact, I just kind of need to move it out of the way so it's not annoying. I try to tap off any excess powder off of my brush before going in on my eye so I don't have any fallout on my cheek, because sometimes that's hard to just brush away. If you're baking, some people like to bake and leave their bake on until after they do their eyeshadow so that they can catch any fallout on that excess powder and just brush it away. But I always forget about that little trick. Also, some people like to do their eye makeup before they do their face makeup, which makes sense, especially if you're using a lot of colors or brighter colors or palettes with a lot of fallout. It makes sense to do it before your face makeup. That way you can wipe all of that fallout off and not ruin your face makeup. Before I go in with the darker Androgeny color here in Jeffree Star, which is a darker kind of purpley color, I'm going to go in with the second transition color. This one right here in the middle. It's a Morphe. It doesn't have a name on it, but it's a Morphe. It's a little bit not quite as dark as the Androgeny, but I want to add another transition shade before I add the Androgeny. Ooh, she's powdery, girl. She's powdery. Did you see that? I don't know if you can see that, but that was a loose pan from my Morphe 35P palette. You know, I know there's a lot of internet buzz going on about powdery eyeshadows and bad fallout. And my opinion on that is, if you get some great color payoff out of it and the colors blend beautifully, it's not that big of a deal. Why make that big of a deal out of it? I mean, everything I have, I am pretty certain that every color I have in my palettes, all my palettes, has fallout. But to me it doesn't matter that much, because now I'm going in with the Androgeny color, because the color payoff is amazing and they blend so beautifully that it's not even an issue with me. Now I'm just going in with this Androgeny color, just kind of right here in the corner of my crease, to kind of define it a little bit more, darken it up. I know some of my friends have been waiting for me to do a video like this, sort of tutorial, because they love my makeup. So if y'all aren't subscribing to my channel, I'm gonna be seriously offended. That's all I can say about that. Kids, you've been wanting this, you've been asking for this, now here it is. Now you better watch, and you better subscribe, and you better share. That's all I can say. I've had people ask me for years how I do my makeup, and that I should do a tutorial class or something because they like the way I do it. And I never thought I could do something like that, you know, so I'm always just like, girl, it's just all about blend, 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 blend. You have to make sure you're blending everything together well and not leaving any weird, harsh lines. Just make sure it all marries well. And you should be good. But that's not what they want to hear. They want me to show them how to do it. So this is me showing them how to do it. Now what I'm doing now is I'm just taking that color that I put all over my eye from the lash line all the way up to the brow. I'm just blending it all together with that color. And then I'm going to take a little, I think it's a little crease brush by Morphe. These names are worn off already. I don't know what the deal is. They're already worn off. I need a whole bunch of new brushes. So I know there are some really good Morphe brushes that I would like to have, but I'll get there. And if anybody else has any other suggestions on some super good brushes that are not super expensive right now, not out of my price range, I would appreciate the suggestions, because I do need a bunch of new brushes. I've got like a random assortment of just random ass brushes that I have picked up here and there, or that have came to me in my monthly Ipsy bag, or you know, was given to me as a gift or something. Just a bunch of random brushes. So nothing too great. I have now these Morphe brushes that I did by myself, and it's because I wanted at least a few good brushes to do my makeup with, because I couldn't do the makeup I wanted to do with the brushes I had. Does that make sense? I couldn't do them. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think it was like a set of 12 Morphe brushes. But they didn't have most of the main ones that you need. I got a bunch of little tiny brushes, so I need some powder brushes, I need some blush brushes, bronzing, contouring, all that, because I won't try contouring, girl, not until I have a contour brush to try it with, because I feel like I'm sorry, I'm covering up my face. That is so dumb. I feel like you need the right brush in order to create the right look. That makes sense. Okay, so pretty simple eyeshadow look today. I am gonna go in with a shade from, let's see, it is the Morphe 35F palette. It's like the fall shimmers. This color right here, I don't know what color, I don't know the name of it, but it's a really light shimmery shade, and I really love it to just pop it onto this area of my eye for just a great pop of shine. That's all she needs, girl. That's all she needs is just a pop of shine right there. Right in the corner. At least for today's look, that's what she's doing. Pop of shine. And I usually just take my pinky because my pinky's the smallest. And that's what works the best for me because you seem to get better pigment for some reason on your fingers sometimes than you do on a brush. Like I can probably take a packing brush and spray it with some setting spray and pack it on there wet and get a decent, even brighter look. But we're just gonna go with it the way it is. I'm gonna get makeup all over me today. That's just how it is. Should change my name from Redneck Diva to Messy Jess. Oh, I guess I didn't mention that. If I didn't mention my name at the beginning of this video, I apologize. My name is Jessie, and it's nice to meet you all. If y'all are new to my channel, that's okay, because so am I. So welcome to this craziness. Okay, so now I'm going to draw on my eyebrows. I'm going to do that off camera because that takes a little bit of time, and I don't want to sit here and be recording forever. So I have brows right back. Okay, I've only got time left to do some mascara. So first of all, we're gonna curl our eyelashes because I always curl my lashes. Wish they were just long, thick, and curly automatically, but unfortunately they're not. So she's gotta curl them. She's gotta curl these girls. Actually running a little late for work because my brows were giving me hell. It's a good thing I wasn't recording while I was doing them because they looked terrible. I had to fix them several times to try and get them even. I have such a hard time getting my brows even. I've been doing them for years, drawing them on for years, and sometimes I still have issues. There are times though when I slay my brows and have a perfect brow day, but not all the time. Sorry we didn't have more time to chit chat in this video and learn a little bit more about me, but we definitely will. As I go along, I will tell you guys more about me, about my life and everything. I just wanted to get a quick video up, get my first video up and see how people react to it and see if anybody's interested in me doing any more videos. Plus, I wanted to try out that new product, but I didn't want to try it out without trying it out with you guys. So that was the main reason why I just wanted to get it done. I'm going in with my the Voluminous Lash Paradise mascara in Blackest Black. This stuff is so good if you have thinner lashes. It just lifts them up, kind of thickens them up. Not as thick as I want them to be, but One of these days I'll try out some falsies because I would love to have long, thick, beautiful eyelashes. And I'm just not going to achieve that look with mascara alone. So I will have to try falsies one of these days. So you can see I do have actual eyelashes now. I'm just going to run my spoolie through it because I normally would use a needle to separate my lashes, but we don't need to have a tragic accident on camera. I mean, jabbing my needle in my eye. That would not be good. Okay, I'm going to go in with the second coat in just a minute after I do the other eye, just to make sure everything is coated nicely and they are thick and ready for the day. I try to wiggle my brush as I'm going up so it coats every lash. Lashes aren't that long, so it's every time I try to wiggle it, I get mascara on my lid. It's not a huge deal. I can spoolie that away when it dries, or I just take a tiny little eyeliner brush when it dries and just flick it away. That's one thing you always want to do with mascara. Most mascaras anyway will work that way. If you just kind of, you make a mistake and get it somewhere on your eye or your face accidentally where it shouldn't be, just wait till it dries and then take a little spoolie or some type of a little brush and just flick it off. I hate it when I don't put liner on, because when I have liner on, my lashes look so much thicker with the black lash line. They just do. Okay, that's the second coat on that eye. Let's go in for a second coat on this eye. Because sometimes, depending on the mascara, more is better. More is more. More is more. Is that how Tati says it? More is more. I'm not quite sure I understand what that more is means, but I think I'll stick to more is better. Sometimes I'll be saying more is not always better. Sometimes less is better. I don't do my bottom lashes. I should, but I don't, because unless I'm going to use a waterproof mascara, I don't want my bottom lashes, I don't want my mascara running on my bottom lashes when I start sweating and stuff. So we just don't do that. We just don't. Now, this is just a little eyeliner brush that came with some eyeliner that I had a while back that I just kind of use to flake away the dry mascara on my lash line. That looks a little funny because it just does not belong there. Don't they make, I know they make something that looks almost like your eyebrow and lash comb thing, only it's just for lashes only, just to comb through your lashes. That works a whole heck of a lot better than that, because that I usually use the brush side to comb through my lashes because it works so much better than the actual comb part. But and I do know there's something they make that specifically for that. I just have to find that one day and figure it out and start using it. Sorry, I got some mascara on there that didn't want to flick away, so we had to just fix that a little bit. Now hopefully the setting spray will fix that so we're not powdery. Okay, just a quick little, because we're running behind, we're gonna do a quick little bronze moment. Little bronze moment. Physicians, maybe I didn't say this at the beginning, we're going to use the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in light bronze. It is amazing smelling, you guys. Oh, if you haven't smelt this bronzer, good Lord, you need to. This is just vacation in a compact is what I say, because it literally smells like coconuts on my skin. Why is my mascara flaking? My mascara is flaking. Maybe I let it dry too long before putting the second coat on. Okay. For blush, we are going in with the e.l.f. blush palette in dark. I need to get the lighter one because these are a little too dark for me. I'm going to go in with this peachy color. Just give it a little bit of a color on my cheek. Oh Lord, what do we do to my nose right there? What did we do to my nose? We don't want to bronze. What did we do to my nose? Oh, got something on my nose that is not looking great. I don't know if I rubbed the foundation off right there or what the hell I did, but it was not the plan. So we're just gonna fix that and hope it's fixed and hope it's not gonna look retarded. Ah! I literally just went there. Why did I just do that? Oh Lord, you guys, this is it's gonna be a wonderful morning. I just did that. I literally squoze the pump on the foundation and squoze it onto my shirt, my work shirt. And this is the only one that was dry this morning, so we're going to work like this, whether we like it or not. We just are. Stupid. Okay. Brush it off. Okay, highlight, real quick, highlight. Wet n Wild. Wet n Wild highlight in Precious Metals Liquid Gold, y'all. Liquid Gold. Love this. I want to get the other color, the other colors of this. Or the other color. I'm not sure if there's one or more colors, but You see that? Do you see that? Yeah, girl, that is great. That is good stuff. Okay. Done, done, and done. And my under eye. Why can't I get rid of? Okay, I don't know if my concealer usually works really well, but doesn't look like it's marrying very well with this foundation. So, okay, we are done. Oh, for lips, shoot, we're gonna try this Pebble Beige Colorful Coat Tint, which looks like that. It almost looks hot pink. Smells kind of good. It is literally just gloss, y'all. Very sheer. Just a gloss. Just a gloss with a peachy tint. So that works. It's not bad. It smells good. So yeah. Okay. Here is the final look, you guys. Just a quick look for work today. And I am running late, so I'm gonna leave it at this. If you guys want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button, like this video, and comment down below and let me know any tips or suggestions that you have, any items, new products you want me to try, or any other products you want me to try, whether it be new or old or whatever your fancy. I will do my best to lost the back to my earring. I will do my best to please you guys in whatever you want to see. So yeah, just let me know down below, and I'll probably do a check-in once today at work to see how the foundation and the, you know, the new products, the foundation and the primer are looking throughout the day, how they're holding up. I will also do another check-in when I get home at the very end of the day to see how they held up all day long. So a little bit of primer. Again, we're using the Sheer Envy Hydrating Primer Mist by Hard Candy. It's 12-hour primer. It does okay. Of course, I don't have much to compare it to because I've only ever tried the NYX mattifying primer, which was better than this stuff, but I will eventually try something that is excellent. I'm just pressing it into my skin so it's not just sitting on top of the fine hairs on my face. And yeah, so we are done. This is it, y'all. This is the look. Now, I gotta go to work, so if you don't like my channel, if you don't like my video, or you don't like me, don't let the next YouTuber hit you in the butt. If you do like my channel and you do want to continue watching me, please hit subscribe and like my video. Sorry, I'm like so new at this. I need to redo this. Redo. If you like my channel and you do like me, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button and keep on watching. If you do not like me or my channel, don't let the next YouTuber hit you in the butt. Bye. Hey y'all, just checking in. It's almost 12 o'clock here, so I've had this makeup on since 8 this morning. My nose is getting kind of oily, I have noticed, and my under eyes are looking pretty rough. So I'm not sure if it's the concealer not meshing well with the foundation, but something weird is going on. So, but everything else seems to be doing okay. I'll do another check-in here in a few more hours. Until then, see you later. Okay, quick check-in, you guys. I think this is gonna be my final check-in because I am heading home from work. And I wanted to do a check-in while I was out in the daylight because the lighting in my house is kind of crappy. But my makeup has pretty much worn off today, like almost completely. My blush and my bronzer are still on there good, and of course my eyeshadow is still good, but my foundation, can you see, like, it's pretty much gone. And this was the case at my lunch today around 2. It was almost worn off completely. But yeah, I don't mean for you to look up my nose, but I just want you to see in this eye situation. Do you see under my eyes? Can you see that? What is happening? Okay, so I don't know. I can't say I won't use it again, guys, because here's the deal. Although it's the same brand, both the primer and the foundation, although they are the same brand, they may not mesh well with each other. I mean, it's just a possibility. So what I'm gonna do is keep a hold of them, and I'm going to probably tomorrow morning, I'm going to try out, yes, I'm gonna do this to myself again. I'm going to try out the NYX Honey Do Me Up primer underneath the Lala Fox foundation. So let's see how that goes, and I will let you guys know. And then probably the following day I will use the Lala Fox primer underneath one of my other foundations that I use. I'm not sure if I'll film it or not. If I have time, I'll do a quick tutorial or a quick check-in on it just to see, to show you guys. But yeah, I was kind of disappointed because I really liked the way the foundation went on at first. I mean, it was looking pretty. It really was. And the primer felt really good and was kind of blurring, smoothing and blurring. But I mean, this just terrible. I like have nothing left on my nose, like literally. So that is not my ideal makeup day. So anyways, I want to give them another go round, of course, separately. The lip gloss, the lip tint, I mean, it wasn't bad. It was just kind of a pretty little peachy tint on my lips. It did sort of dry down. It didn't stay glossy like it was when I first put it on. It kind of dries down, but not like a liquid lip. It doesn't stay put, you know what I mean? But I'll probably use it again. I mean, I don't know if I'll get any more colors in it. That's something I'll have to think about. But anyways, so that is it on today's makeup. And once again, in case you all are just joining, this is my first video. I will be posting more videos in the near future. I want your guys' suggestions and comments. Let me know what you'd like me to try. Let me know if there's a product you are wondering about that you want to know the tea on. I will do my best to sort of try it and give you the information. I don't know, I mean, if you can tell, I don't know if you can already tell, but I am pretty brutal about the products. I mean, I can't sugarcoat it. I can't. And I don't want other people to sugarcoat the videos for me that I watch. I don't like to be told that something is fantastic, feels great, looks great, when it really doesn't. I mean, I am not sponsored. Obviously, it's my first video. I'm not getting paid to do this video. There's nothing I can do a shout out to whoever or whatever I want to, but that doesn't mean I'm getting paid for anything. I'm not getting free products. I bought the stuff myself, and it is a pricier foundation for Walmart, I guess, and primer. The foundation was $10 and the primer was $10, and that lipstick was $6, or I should say lip tint. So it wasn't real cheap. So I'll leave that up to you guys if you want to buy it and try it and go from there. Sometimes, you know, what works for me might not work for you, and vice versa. What works for you might not work for me. So keep that in mind when you watch my videos. I'm not always going to be right about everything, because everybody's skin is different and everybody's skin reacts differently to different products. So take that as you will, and if you like me and you like my video, please subscribe to my channel, hit that like button. If you don't like me and you don't want to watch any more of my videos, like I said earlier, don't let the next YouTuber hit you in the butt. That is it for today. I will see y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.